Hey guys, this video we're going to talk about instant articles on Facebook. So this is something that's very important because we now have this thing going on with Facebook where we get our articles and stuff monetized in Facebook. It's a real nice format. If you've clicked on a page, on an article on our page with your phone, you'll notice that it comes up a little different. It doesn't open up a Safari browser or anything like that. It just comes up. It looks really nice if it's done the right way. And more importantly, Facebook isn't suppressing us as much anymore with these instant articles. So the only way that we're going to make sure that people keep on clicking our stuff, because the vast majority of our traffic is off of mobile, we need to make sure that these articles are all written the exact same way with the exact same formatting so that it'll show up on instant articles correctly. All right, so we'll just start at the top, work our way down. Right here, you can see that I have Antifa shows up with more weapons. It's in heading 1. Heading 1 and heading 2 are the only two headings that show up on instant articles, period. Heading 3 and below don't exist. It just shows up like regular text. All right, so moving down, right here you can see where I have my hyperlinks. Those show up on instant articles. That is good. If you go down a little bit further, you see I have a video. My video is there. So if you're adding videos, there is only one way you can add videos now. It used to be where all we had to do was put in the link, the YouTube link or whatever, and it'll just show up and it'll be there. However, for instant articles, it all runs off of HTML code. So when you're going to add a video, you have to go over here to text, right next to visual there, click text, find out where you want your video to be, and push enter. I always like pushing enter, that way I can find it easier later. But then you paste, like this, for instance, this is a Rumble video, so you just paste the embed code. On YouTube, it's super easy. All you got to do is you sit there, go to YouTube, find the video that you want to add to it, click on your video here. We'll just go to this one for now. Go to share, click embed on YouTube videos.
A place where...
And here is the code. There's the HTML code. You sit there, you copy it, you bring it over to your text area here, and you go Control V. Enter. So there's a space. See, that's all it is. And then after you're done with that, you go back to visual, go on back down. There it is. There's the YouTube video that you just put in there. All right. Those are very important things that you have to do so far. It's still early. There's a lot more we got to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete that because I don't want that video in this article. So for instance, if you've seen this article on instant articles on Facebook, you'll notice that this stuff here just shows up like regular text. That's because this is heading 4 and not heading 1 or 2. Do you see what I'm saying now? It just shows up like normal text. It's all the same font, same everything. But if I made it heading 1 or 2, it would be like it kind of looks right now on your screen. All right, while we're here, we're going to quickly go over SEO. That's basically the only stuff that matters for instant articles. Adding a poll does not work because it's not an actual HTML code that is inserted there. Add document, however, still does work. You just have to make sure that when you embed it, you do the exact same thing. Anything you embed goes to text. You click on text, paste your embed code, and it'll show up. All right. Same thing with add media. If you want pictures to show up on your article, you have to click add media. You can't just copy and paste like a picture into it. You have to actually save the picture to your computer, go to add media on here, and click the picture and all that fun stuff, and then insert it in just like you would normally do. All right. Now we're going to talk just for a second on SEO, because some people still don't quite understand how this whole SEO works. SEO keeps us visible on Google. It also helps us for pingbacks and stuff like that when other people use our stuff. So SEO has to be done the same way every time. All right? So we'll just start at the top here. Here's your headline. Here is your permalink. Your permalink, this is the root right here, and this is what you get to edit. So the only words that should go in your permalink are your keywords, all right? Your keywords also should be, or at least the majority of your keywords should be in your headline and should be in your heading 1 on top and should also be in your first paragraph. If those things aren't done, then it's a lot harder to go green on SEO. So if you just do that, then odds are you're going to go green every single time. The exceptions to that would be is if those keywords that you chose are not used very often in your article. But that's easy to get around. It's easy to fix. It's easy filler. You can do that, like right here. First paragraph. My keywords was Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, PA, horse, police horse, and Antifa, I think. Antifa girl, or Antifa, whatever. So here, I have Harrisburg, PA, police horse gets attacked. Really? See how easy that was? And Antifa, of course. I mean, you just throw that in there anywhere and it works. But that's all you got to do. Just put it in your first paragraph and right in here. Antifa shows up with more weapons than Harrisburg, PA, stabs a police horse. There you go. That's all you got to do. Now, the other thing you have to do is you have to go down here and on your featured image, it's super easy. This is pretty much all I do is I take my keywords, I bring it over here to title, and look, there it is. Those are my keywords in my title. Done. I don't have to care about it anymore. I don't have to worry about it anymore. It's done already. All right. So there's that. And then when it comes to keywords, pretty much everybody is already doing this all right. But remember, it's one word or two if they're always going to be together per keyword. So here I got Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, police horse, right? That is another tab, police horse, Antifa or Antifa. There you go. If I want to add another keyword, there's a tab right here saying add keyword. Okay, so after you do all that fun stuff, this is the other thing that people need to start doing because you're not. There's a lot of you who aren't doing this yet, so get her done. Right here, you click Edit Snippet, SEO Title, Slug, Meta Description. SEO Title is your headline. If you don't have anything there, then what shows up is this code that you can see right here. It says title, percentage, page, SEP, site name. Okay? That means that if you just leave that blank and you publish this article, it's going to come up with your title, and then it's going to come up with a -CSC Media Group US. Or let's say if you're Borderland Alternative Media, it'll come up BAM. Or if it's something Western Journalism, it'll go -Western Journalism. Okay, those are just some examples. But nobody wants to see that. They want to see a headline. They want to see something clean. They want to see something nice. So all you got to do is take your headline that you already typed up on top, paste. There it is. Because this is orange right here, that means it's a little long. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it can be way too long. So just be careful when you're making your headlines. Then it comes down here to your meta description. All you're doing is doing 1 to 2 sentences, probably 2 sentences, where you use your keywords in complete sentences with a brief description of your article. That's all it is. That's the part that shows up. Whenever you do a Google search and you see a headline, there's a little thing underneath it that gives you a little teaser on what's going on. That's all you got to do is those things that I just said with the SEO, and you're done. That's how you can go green every single time. Even if you've used those keywords before, like Antifa has been used so many times, right? It's something that we write about a lot. But because I did those things on, all those steps, Antifa still works. All right. And if you have a whole bunch of red and orange down here and just a little bit of green, just look at it. Just look at this right down here where you see my little cursor spinning around, and just fix some of those things. And just fix enough so it turns green. So the top bit there turns green. If you have 2 reds and 2 oranges and the rest are green, you're probably okay, but it's not hard to fix this stuff. Like my oranges are no outbound link appears on this page. I wrote this story from myself. There was no outbound link for me to put in there, but it's easy. Right now, after we broke the story, a whole bunch of other people have written about it. I could probably find an outbound link and put in a quote, from something somebody else has said about it. All right. This is how easy these things are. Especially right over here when it comes to internal links, there's a whole list of links over here on the right-hand side, and it tells you exactly just gives you a whole bunch of ideas of stuff you can put in there. So, this stuff is really important, guys. This stuff has to be done. So please, from now on, just make sure that when every single article you write, they're done just like this. There is one other thing that I will point out really fast. If you're copying and pasting from somewhere, and down on the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, I don't know, I think I might have cut this screen too small, but at the bottom left-hand corner, right below where my cursor is right here, it'll say H1 or P. If you see a div there, that means that that's a different kind of code, and that code does not work for instant articles. So delete or undo what you did, your paste, come over here and click this little box with a T on it, and it says paste as text. It'll remove all previous formatting from from the article or source or whatever you took it from, and it'll go just as plain text. So it'll be paragraphs, so it'll be formatted correctly. Because if there's not a P or an H1 or an H2 when you're, sitting on a cursor, then instant articles won't see it at all. It'll literally be missing from your entire article. And if people are going to be clicking on our stuff off of Facebook, that's kind of going to be a bad idea or a bad thing if that's happening. So I hope that you guys understand all this stuff that I said. If you have any questions, please ask me, and we'll make sure that you fully get this stuff, because like I said, this has to be done this way. All right. Thank you all for your time. Thank you all for listening. I will see you all later.